Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I'm back with Will Wood and the Tapeworms. And the song is the song with five names. This is a viewer request. Thank you very much for this. It's been on my list for quite some time. The regular list is quite long. If you want your request much quicker, check in the description. It's very easy. Just buy me a coffee. Let me know what you want me to react to, and you'll get yours within a few days. Song with five names. I jotted them down. Soapbox Towel, a.k.a. Checkmate Atheist, a.k.a. Neospace Government, a.k.a. You Can Never Know. So, very interesting. Generally, with Will Wood, there's a lot packed into the lyrics. I haven't pulled up the lyrics yet, but I probably will, and we'll probably go over the lyrics afterwards. I doubt very much that I'll be able to pick them all up, and even if I can during the song, I don't want to stop and stop and stop too often. So probably we'll do that after we've listened to the music, and I might say some things about the vocals and instrumentation and things instead, and cover the lyrics afterwards. Um, Will Wood's incredible. I've done quite a few reactions to him. I did all of the tracks from the normal album. So if you check in the description, there will be a link there to my playlist for Will Wood. And if I remember, I'll put one for the normal album. I think I made one for that too. You can check them all out in one place if you like. Also, I'll put a link to Will Wood's channel so you can go and subscribe and like and comment and support the artist. Very important to do. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed and liked videos, shared videos, and clicking on all the notifications also helps. All right, let's have a listen to the song with five names. Start over, and you never know. Every video seems to have different sound levels. Yeah, interesting. I was just sort of looking at the picture here. Very interesting. I like the self-ish. May have some things to say about that too later. Not picking up very many of the lyrics, a few here and there, but love the sound of his voice though, and I was just about to say how much I loved his vocals, and I still do, but then they went into sort of this almost insanity or chaotic mode, but still really good. Circus chaos. Super drums. almost sound like through a megaphone. Wow. Hmm. I caught a few of the lyrics, but not very many. At the end, of course, I did catch the bit about old time religion, which is a bit of a surprise. But we'll see the lyrics all together and see what I can extract from them in just a moment. I haven't even pulled them up yet. I usually do ahead of time, but I didn't uh, this time. But I don't usually read them until after, anyways. Sometimes I catch a few while I'm setting it up and changing the font and all of that. But I thought I'd jump into this one. I didn't know whether there'd be CC, but there wasn't. But half the time it doesn't really work all that well anyway. Uh, so we'll look at the lyrics in a moment. Musically, really good, really chaotic at points. Sometimes is that almost the growly voice, especially near the end. They're kind of uh, clicked to Tom Waits with me. It sounded a little bit like that. And you had this really sweet vocals at the beginning, and then somewhere in the middle, that part came back. But in between, you had that chaotic, sh- almost screaming, yelling voice. I think a lot of things going on up here, probably knowing Will Wood and some of his other songs. There's a lot of psychic turmoil, I'll call it, going on in the lyrics, and maybe in his mind. I don't know. We all have stuff to deal with, and yeah, in terms of the self-ish, I'm sure that has meanings. Maybe there's, well, obviously there's other songs on this album, I guess, but I don't think I've heard them. And but I'm just looking at it because people put that ish on a lot of things now. How are you feeling today? Good-ish, like kind of feeling good. So self-ish, but I don't know, the self. I think you have to take care of yourself. Sometimes I think we everything we do is selfish in a way, but not in the way that we normally mean. Normally, when we say someone is very selfish, it's a bad thing, and it is. I know some selfish people. Um, I don't hang around them much, but but I have over my lifetime met some, and I'm sure you have too. Uh, but on the other hand, aren't we all kind of selfish? I mean, you have to be. You have to preserve yourself. Otherwise, you're no good to anyone else, right? So I don't know whether that's the selfish. I'm not sure if that's what that means. Like, it's not bad when you give to a charity, for example, but is it truly altruistic, or are you really doing it for yourself? Because it makes you feel good, even if no one else knows you do it. And then a lot of people give and let everybody know that they did it, and that's to me is it's selfish because, look at me, look how good I am. And so I don't know, even when you're doing things that are altruistic or kind of altruistic, I don't know, isn't it really for yourself? I'm not too sure. You can let me know. All right, let's have a look at the lyrics now. All right, here we are. Will Wood and the Tapeworms, the song with five names, a.k.a. Soapbox Towel, a.k.a. Checkmate Atheists, if I could pronounce my words, Neospace Government, and You Can Never Know. So there's the five names. Why? I can't see that I'm the me that I was born into. And what's the source of you? In your head, in your head, in your head. Yeah. So why? I can't see that I am the me that I was born into. So sometimes the confusion of who we are or who we're supposed to be. Are we who we're supposed to be? Sometimes we feel like we're not the person we're supposed to be, but maybe that's who we really are, the one who doubts. I don't know. There's confusion there. And then in your head, in your head, in your head. Yeah, a lot of things spinning and rolling around up here. And yet you believe it's true. Well, you do, like you knew anything ever. Never trust in yourself or anyone else. We've always all been wrong. Okay, judged against what? How do you know that? You don't know that. Of course, he says later, you can never know, but That's one of the titles of the song. One of the five names. You can never know. Like you knew anything ever. Never trust in yourself or anyone else. We've always all been wrong, and we built these walls strong. Even I might define, won't deny that I'm trying, while my eyes do defy and belie quiet liars. As I say what I say, anyway I may be saying it, but I've been wrong before. So this sort of chaos that's going on up here and in the music to some extent too, and some of the vocals as well got more loud and screaming and chaotic, and then they got nice and quiet and beautiful and sweet. Yeah. Um, so what are you defining? And to some extent, you don't even know what you're trying to define, and won't deny that I'm trying while he's writing lyrics and songs, poetry, whatever. Eyes do defy and belie quiet liars. As I say what I say anyway, I may be saying it, but I've been wrong before. These lyrics remind me a little bit of my story. Pardon me, but before you kill yourself. It's in volume 2 of my book, if you want to check in the description. 2 volumes of short stories. Pardon me, but before you kill yourself is a story that has some of this sort of chaos in it as well, or some of the language. I don't know. There's something about it that just reminds me a little bit. You can break a shovel when you break new ground. You dig dirt up when you dig deep down. So yeah, so sometimes when we go looking, maybe we won't like what we find, and uh, in the literal sense maybe, but I think here in the more figurative sense, when we go digging in our own minds, when we go digging to find out more about ourselves, maybe we won't like what we find. We dig up that dirt. You can break a shovel when you break new ground too. Yeah, it can hurt. It can be a painful process. Things can break. I'm not sure if that's what he means, but you should know better than that by now. It's not profound to know that you could, you can break a shovel when you break new ground. You dig up dirt when you dig deep down. It's not profound to know that you can never know. Well, I don't know if it's profound or not, but it's true that there's a lot we can never know. Probably. I can't even say that because how can I say never? Never's almost never right. So, so I'm not sure, but at this point anyway, it's okay to say I don't know. I would much rather people say they don't know than to make up a fictional story and write a fictional book and try to force everyone to believe it. So don't you forget that all you project is just to protect you from the void within the form. Yes or no isn't null. Yes, it is. No, I don't know. Yes or no. Isn't it a silly question? Ask it anyway, because so there's that confusion again. There's that almost fighting with yourself. So don't you forget that all you project is just to protect you. So the art we create, everything else we do, maybe as a humanity, building, constructing, it's all to fill that void. It's all to protect us from that void. Maybe not. I don't know. What we are is got to get to the bottom of this. What we are not, got to get to the bottom of this. Can't read that. Got to get to the bottom of this. What myths must make us man? What is. What is not. What is what? What's up, party people? What? I wonder why I'm not whatever. So what myths must make us man? So yes, we create a lot of myths, we create a lot of stories, and I think a lot of the time the stories were very useful. They were very helpful at the time. They might not be 2,000 years later, at least not in the same way. It's still interesting as a kind of history of our mythologies of what we once believed. But I also think that many of the myths and religions, etc., they're all myths to me, but um, I'm not even sure that the people at the time believed them the way they believe them now in some areas. I think people are taking them far more literally now than they might have been intended in the first place. Great confusion there, sort of like the game of telephone. Each person tells a story to the next, to the next, to the next by the end of the line. And that's only a short line. The story's completely changed. Imagine over hundreds or thousands of years how much those stories have changed. Anyway, you can break a shovel when you break new ground. Okay, I've sort of said what I have, I think, there. It's not profound to know that you can break new shovel. It's not profound to know that you can never know. Uh, yeah, it's probably, probably not profound, but it's a much more useful thing. I noticed that the sunshine is a gaslight. I'm hoping that this one might be My past life. Sunshine is a gaslight. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not positive his meaning there, but for me that works pretty well because I've often said people are afraid of the dark when to me, they should be more afraid of the light. It shines, it hides everything. So it's lying to you. The demons are still there, the colloquial demons, that is. Our own demons up here, I think. I'm hoping that this one might be my past life. My Lord, I know enough to get my facts right, and that's good enough for me. And everything and everyone will die soon, yeah, and we'll have nothing left for us to lie to. No matter what we seek, you'll never find truth. Maybe not, but the truth is only built within the social construct, perhaps. Is that not good enough? What else do you want? Unless you believe there is a God or some Platonic ideals, there's nothing else anyway. So I don't know what you could possibly be striving for other than doing the best we can within the social construct that we have in humanity. Um, and yeah, he's sort of going into a Marcus Aurelius here again. Everything and everyone will die soon. Sure. Um, Yeah, any of the Stoics, really, I guess. And that's good enough for me. So give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Not for me. It's good enough for me. So give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough, but not enough to be good enough for me. It's good enough, but not enough to be good enough for me. So I'm not sure what he means there, but maybe the idea that it's not enough that it's good for an individual or a certain number of people, but it's yeah, it's not good enough overall. I'm not sure. All right, I think it ends the same. You dig dirt up when you dig deep down. You should know better than that by now. It's not profound to know that you can never know. Maybe being profound is not all it's cracked up to be anyways. Is it really necessary to be profound? Is it really necessary to be um mysterious, hidden? This always gets me too. Why does everything have to be a secret or hidden? So that the best things are hidden away from everyone? That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't work for me. I love the song. Don't get me wrong. I love this song, and I think that he is playing with those ideas himself. Uh, Very intelligent guy, very includes a lot in his lyrics, a lot in his songs. I couldn't understand too many of the lyrics in here. I've said it before, and I'll probably get criticized for it, but I would prefer to hear his voice more clearly than the instruments. It may just be me because you know maybe other people hear it more clearly than I do, but um, yeah, sometimes I think that the instruments overpower the song. You can't really get, and the lyrics are so good, and there's so much meaning. There can be different meanings, of course, lots of different interpretations, and so to me, it's important to be able to hear them, but at least we can read them and extract. Now, if I hear the song over and over, I'll probably I'll probably pick up a lot more of the lyrics, of course, so that works. But a lot of people won't do that. They're only going to be listening to the song. Uh, yeah, I don't know how much radio play Will would really get, but a lot of time people just listen to songs on the radio and that. And I don't know that they would pick up any of the lyrics. But uh, anyway, I know a lot of Will Wood fans are going to know all of them and have interpreted them and uh, drawn meaning for themselves, which is really good. That's really important. And yeah, Will Wood is and the tapeworms are awesome. So let me know what you think of this particular song, what it means to you. Also, let me know what else you would like me to react to. I'll add it to the regular list if you want it much quicker. Just check in the description. Easy way to do that. Buy me a coffee and let me know what you want me to react to, and I'll get it to you within a few days. Also, a link there to Will Wood's channel. Okay, keep listening, keep having fun. It's Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Bye bye for now.